Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the BAGSMART Getaway 19-inch carry-on, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. Let's jump in. So the Getaway line from BAGSMART is made with polycarbonate, and it has picked up a few scuffs along the way. Some of this I think I could clean up. Some of this just might be there now. So it is showing a little more marks than I would like for just 2 weeks of use, but it is what it is. It also seems like it is thinner polycarbonate. They don't give us like a denier like you get with nylon, but I noticed that basically the top is like kind of caving in. I don't even know if you can see, but it's like kind of caving in, and that's because that's where I have pulled in the compression straps inside. So it's really flexible. You know, it's supposed to be durable and everything, and obviously there's no cracks or anything like that, but just keep that in mind. Like, I wouldn't go sitting on this one. Just something to keep in mind. We've got the BAGSMART logo here front and center, and this is the sage green colorway, which I kind of like. It's very soft. There's like a blue and a beige. They're all very nice soft colors. If you like BAGSMART, they're sort of BAGSMART-y colors, so it goes with the style. Then we have SBS zippers, which I've had no issues with, and when I say zippers, I mean zipper. There's only one. It's got a TSA approved lock where you can lock it into place, but they can get in if they need to. And then we do have these two carry handles, one on the side and one on the top. I found them very comfortable for hauling it upstairs here at the office. It extends and then retracts to lie flat, so it should fit a variety of sizes of hands. Mine are on the smaller side, but I've had no issue getting into there. We also have a telescoping handle with a button on the top, and then it stops at 4 different adjustment levels. Most of the time I have to pull it all the way out and then push it back in, but it's not any more or less wobbly than average, I would say. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It is what it is. I've had no issues with it, and you know, find using it pretty easy. And then the wheels here are also basically, I would say, average. Like, they spin nicely. When you roll them along, they're fine. They have rubber coating. When you go over like bouncier things, especially if you have less in the bag, they really bounce. If the bag is more well packed, it bounces less, but they still bounce. But I've had that experience with other bags as well. So now that I'm back here, I can kind of show you what I mean. Like, it's a little wobbly, but it's not too bad. And as you're like going over rougher surfaces and such, it doesn't make me think that the handle is going to break, which is great. It is easy to switch from 2 wheels to 4, although I prefer 4 wheels usually, again, unless you're going over those rougher surfaces, and then it really is easier just to pull it behind you. I find the lowest level to be perfect for me, but I'm on the shorter side, so I hope, you know, I would think with 4 levels of adjustment, you're gonna find, you know, something to suit just about anybody, unless like you're a pro basketball player, then maybe not. But otherwise, I find that it, you know, is easy to roll along with me, and also it does stand on its own, mostly because it doesn't have any like secondary compartments or anything to make it like front heavy. So that's nice too when you're waiting at the gate. So if you are finding this video helpful, go ahead and click like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content like this to help you travel smarter. Now, like I said, no secondary compartments, so it's time to head inside to the main compartment. These zippers are very easy to open and grab, especially because there's only one. You don't have to guess which is which. And this has a layout very similar to, I would say, majority of the bags I've tested, in that the handle goes on the bottom when you're laying it down, just so you know which side is meant to open like the book and which one is not meant to. Because this one has a whole panel holding everything in place, whereas this one, it does have this compression panel here, but you could still chance something sliding out around the edge. It's unlikely, but it's a chance. So I always like to open it what I think is the proper way when I'm doing it, and I've had no issues with doing it this way. Against this panel, this zippered panel, we have a TPU pocket and then a nylon liner pocket. It's meant, you know, it's wet and dry pocket, and I actually used it instead of packing a separate toiletry bag. So if you are the type of person who likes to unpack at your destination, you could just basically use this as your 3-1-1 bag and this for all the rest of your toiletries, like I did. And it works out really well. I was able to fit everything I needed in there. The only thing that will be, like, I have TSA pre-check, so I can leave my liquids in there, but if you have to pull yours out, you would want to do that before you got in the line and then just stash it back in there afterwards, just to be a nice traveler for everybody else. Also, keep in mind that, you know, you can see these stick out a little bit. So I did run into a little issue where I wasn't paying attention. I had this a little more packed. I think I had something bulkier over here. And if you close it, then it goes into the back side. So you just have to sort of make sure that you have room for that there. It's very easy to flip that out of the way though, especially if, you know, you unpacked these toiletries as soon as you got to your destination. And then on the back side here, I used bulkier things. Excuse my disgusting running shoes, but that's why I have the soles facing outward. But you can see these are a pair of women's size 10 because I have big feet even though I'm short. Shoes, and I've got an extra book here, and I've got 2 pairs of pants, a pair of jeans, and a pair of sweatpants. And then I still had space to spare. I didn't really know what else to put there, frankly, because I had all my toiletries there. I would have normally used that for a toiletry bag. So that was kind of nice. And, you know, I always end up coming home with extra t-shirts, so they would go there. Anywho, then in the middle here, we have a little zippered mesh pocket, which a lot of times I do not use these things, but I did end up sticking a wall charger and a cord in here just so I could have it to charge at my destination, and that's nice. And then this side has 2 compression straps, and see, did you see how it like you can see it pulls in the top and the bottom. That's what I was talking about before. So we have 2 compression straps, and then we have this compression panel, which what I like about this one is that you can unsnap it to remove it very easily, because there are some people, like my husband, who hate these things. So it is nice to be able to get it out of the way if you're not going to use it. Otherwise, it's good for like keeping a dress shirt neat, or hat and gloves or something if you do want it. And I do like how it holds all my clothing in place. It works out nicely there. Then back here I had enough room. I've got pajamas, a swimsuit, I've got shorts, 4 or 5 t-shirts, and then socks and underwear, and well, socks, not underwear. But I'm going to show you, because what I do like about this is it seems more shallow than other bags that I've tested. And BAGSMART says they put the handle back further on the bag for that reason. I really like that because I can then use less clothing to sort of make my little flat spot for the rest of my clothing to go on top of. You could always use packing cubes too, but I found it unnecessary, at least for me, because of the straps and the panel holding everything in place. But it's sort of up to you how you want to do it. I was able to fit a week's worth of clothing in here, no problem. And then, so if you're looking for something that, you know, you can carry on to most airlines because it meets the dimensions and it doesn't cost too much, this might be right for you. We definitely have durability concerns though. It might not last for a ton of trips. So just keep that in mind when you're balancing out the price versus the features. So there you have it, the BAGSMART Getaway 19-inch carry-on. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.